Hello and welcome to my channel. I am Puddles and this is my third video in my Venom Troll Initiative series. A series where I talk about different creatures and how they synergize together and give you a couple of examples of how you can use them in your game. And today's episode is Hungry Trolls. So I recently got my copy of Mordenkainen's Tome of Foes and I wanted to make a video on a couple of creatures in that. There were some really cool ones, and the one that really sort of drew my attention was the Hungry. So let's see what the Hungry can do, and why it synergizes with a Venom Troll and a Vampire Spawn. So these are higher level creatures. I did find Mordenkainen's had a lot of really high level stuff, so if you're a low level party, perhaps this one won't be as useful to you. But it's pretty interesting nonetheless. So, Hungry. 17 armor, 225 hit points, 30 movement speed, resistant to bludgeoning, piercing, slashing while in dim light or darkness. So basically the Hungry are like creatures that live in the Shadowfell who have like succumbed to a hunger and have just turned into these weird monstrosity creatures. So they live a life of hunger. The first ability we have here is... if the Hungry, this guy right here, if he sees a creature regain hit points, it gets 2 benefits. So if it sees healing, it gets benefits. And that is, it has advantage on attack rolls, which is pretty major, and its bite deals an extra 4d10 necrotic damage. That is huge. That is... Let me also show you how much the bite does already. It already does 4d8 damage. So this guy is going to have advantage on attacks, and when he bites, he's going to do 4d8 plus 4d10 damage. Holy crap, that's a ton of damage. That's amazing. So that's basically the reason why I've paired him with creatures that can regenerate. So... let's just go through the rest of his abilities before we continue on to the others. It can make 2 attacks, one with its bite, one with its claws. And it can grapple as well with its claws. So when it attacks with its grapple, it grapples. It can't attack with its claws while something is grappled though. So it's probably going to stick to its bite, which is the big scary one anyway. So we have the Hungry. So we know that it has benefits from seeing things get healed. Next, we have a Venom Troll, which is also in Mordenkainen's. 15 natural armor, 94 hit points. It is immune to poison, and it is immune to being poisoned. It is Keen Smell. It has Poison Splash. So, when the troll takes damage of any type but psychic, each creature within 5 feet of it take 2d8 poison damage. I think that's just a cool ability. That doesn't really synergize well with the Hungry, but if your troll is in the middle, it's just going to do damage to any melee creature near it. So I think that's really good. The important thing here is the regeneration and venom spray. So obviously it's a troll, so it gets 10 hit points at the start of any of its turns, unless it takes acid or fire damage. So your troll, every time it heals or regenerates, it is going to give the Hungry its life hunger ability. That's a pretty good synergization. Now, obviously, if your players know about trolls, they're probably going to go straight for the fire or acid damage, but still, it's pretty cool. Also, the Venom Spray here is very crucial with the Venom Troll, because if your troll has not taken any damage, it cannot regenerate. This Venom Spray ability, what it does is it like scratches itself and expels this poison, taking damage. So, even if your players are attacking the Hungry, your Venom Troll can hurt itself so that on its next turn, it can regenerate, proccing the Hungry's life hunger. How cool is that? That is so cool. So, this combination is pretty strong, if you ask me. Yeah, super strong. And then I'm also going to do an encounter with Vampire Spawns, which are in the Monster Manual, and basically they also have a regeneration, which they can do, and they also have a bite where they can like drink the blood. Do they get the hit points back? No, it just reduces hit points. So it just reduces healing. But that's fine. So we have our Hungry and our Troll. How are we going to make them a thing? I'm also going to start talking narratively how I would introduce them into my campaign. So let's have a look. The Hungry. This is a level 10 deadly encounter because the Hungry is a level, or is a CR 11 creature, and the Venom Troll is a CR 7. So it's a higher end sort of encounter, but 5 level 10 players, it's considered a deadly encounter. Only just barely though. Narrative. So this is how I would explain to my players how these two weird creatures came together. So the Hunger, which is the big pink purpley guy here, he tried to eat the Venom Troll because he likes to eat life and eat everything, but he couldn't. He couldn't because the Venom Troll is literally just like a big bowl of poison. And he couldn't, so he just continued on, and the Troll just like started to tag along. This is all in the Shadowfell as well, because this is where these creatures live. And the Hunger just travels, devouring all that it sees in its path, and the Venom Troll just follows in the wake of destruction, sometimes helping. And he just takes the scraps for eating, and he takes any of the gold and spoils, because the Hunger don't care about that. The Hunger just wants to eat. So this would be a deadly encounter for a level 10 party. And then I've got a level 12 party here, which is the Hunger and 4 vampire spawns. So vampire spawns are a CR5 creature. And yeah, so in terms of narrative, I would say that the Hunger used to be a vampire lord, and he just like was so obsessed with like drinking blood, and like he just succumbed to this vampiric hunger and transformed into the Hungry. However, his servants in his previous life still serve him, and they are his vampire spawns. And every time any of these regenerate, it's going to trigger that ability. So that's a pretty cool combination, if you ask me. I haven't had a chance to like meticulously go through all of the new Mordenkainen's creatures, but I just wanted to put a video up there with some Mordenkainen creatures in it. If anyone was interested, because I'm sure a lot of people want to try them out. And I think this combination is pretty scary and pretty fun. I hope this video is useful. I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you for watching.